The weight of stigma I experienced with my mental health was the shame of how I was feeling, the fact I couldn't cope. What I then realised was to be able to take this weight off my shoulders and remove the stigma, I needed to find somewhere to talk.
The weight of stigma I experienced in relation to my mental health was people thinking I'm too overconfident or too overly ambitious and eager to do stuff, when really it was me giving people and myself like sort of identity. I found that weight lifted when I got really big into my sport. So my rugby for me was a really main one. Also my music, so I play 3 instruments and saxophone for me is the main one. It allowed me to sort of leave my stuff there and get in a total like position of like relaxation and calmness, and it makes you feel a lot better.
The weight of stigma I experienced in relation to my mental health was the attitude and lack of understanding of other people. I found the weight lifted when I was able to be honest with myself and then honest with others, and find people who I could talk to who understood the kind of things that were going on in my head and in my life.
The weight of stigma I experienced in relation to my mental health was that I got told I'd never have a healthy relationship with food or exercise again, and they tried to put me in one individual box, which I was not. I found the weight lifted when I met a therapist that treated me as an individual and actually taught me how to have a healthy relationship with food and exercise, and helped me to do something that I love.
The weight of stigma I experienced in relation to my mental health was when my physical health was becoming worse. Doctors told me that I was faking it or exaggerating due to my mental health diagnosis. I found that weight lifted when I spoke to my doctor in more depth, and he looked into my test results and finally figured out that I did have some underlying health problems that needed treatment.
I think the stigma in mental health was that you get looked at differently. Because of the way I speak, I come across loud and aggressive when I'm not, and people look at you like, because you're an addict, they look at you differently. I'd advise on any addicts or ex-addicts, should I say, that they use the gym as much as possible, do music, art, and use the physical health as much as they can.